Hello, everybody. I'm going to give us a minute. I said tonight that I might do this. Bear with me for a second. Okay. We'll see. Wait a minute or two or three or four or whatever. I mentioned today during Scorpio's read, I really didn't announce it. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. That I may sit down and do a live tonight, and we're going to do the thing. I haven't done one of these in, it's been quite a while. So, hi, Kelly. How are you? Hi, Debrina, Leah. Oh, look at everybody's all popping in now. It's showing me. I hope you guys are doing well. Leah, Pedro, Sydney, Kendall. Yes, Shatoya. Hello, honey. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay, give me 1 second. You'll see me. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Standing by. Hey, Adam. There you are. I knew I could count on you. How's it going, Adam? Kenitra, Betty, Loretta, Elsie, Leah. Ontario tonight. I like it. All good over here. Good deal. Scorpio. I am a Scorpio as well. How exciting this. Hi, Colleen. Pedro. Pedro, I don't do lives too often. That's probably why. I don't give too many people the opportunity to do this with me. So I'm excited that you're here. Your soul's journey. Hello, how are you guys? So tonight, I think what I'm gonna do. Hello, Scorpio. James, hello. Floyd, Virginia, huh? Adam, Adam. Look at Adam's all up in here. Adam, I wonder if Marilyn's gonna join us tonight. She usually does. Loretta, first live, fantastic. Hello, Beth, Hannah, how are you? So cool that you're all here. How amazing is this? Hello. I don't know. They're swinging the kitty door right now, actually, as you say that. So that's funny that you mentioned about the critters. And here comes one as we speak. They always are here. Tammy, hello. I'm excited to do this. I think what better time than the weekend of the eclipse, right? So Sunday is the eclipse. For those of us in the northern hemisphere, moving into the autumn equinox. For those of you in the southern hemisphere, moving into the spring equinox for you all. Oh, Adam, it looks like you got your weight cut or your work cut out for you tonight already. Ever want more? No, Beth, no, absolutely freaking not. Hell no, I am done. I told my kid, do not ever bring me another animal because we're not keeping it. I'm done. I'm fed up. I love them all, but I'm so done. So we've got the Virgo new moon, the second new moon, in less than a month, right? Hello, Eve. Hello, how are you, honey? Hello, Rachel, Kimberly. And let's see, what else was I gonna say? You should do this weekly. I wish I could. I probably could, but life is lifing all the time, right? There's that. Elsie, I watch you all the time. Your messages have resonated with me. I'm so glad. Jean, hello. Tina, hello. Thank you. Andrea, hello. How exciting. Look at this growing already. And really no notice, I'm so excited to be able to get to do this. I love this. So I will give you all a pretty cute announcement, maybe. You're so welcome. I am Melanie. How are you? I don't think I've seen you in a while. How are you? Scary how much they resonate. I've heard that a time or two. In a couple of years I've been doing this on YouTube. Right, hello to Spirit. Hello to Spirit for showing up for us always. They're always with me. I love them. So yeah, the Virgo new moon, we're moving into Libra season on Monday. Good, Melanie, good. I hope the eclipse season isn't being too rough on you. There's just a lot happening. Venus moved into Virgo tonight. There's just so much happening, guys, and we see it on a world stage, and we see it in our daily lives. Like it's a lot. It really is. And I think that the energy has kind of like left us in this state of confusion a little bit on various things. So we're going to do a collective read, Q&A tonight. So I don't know if it showed up in the description. I'm not the greatest at these kinds of things, which is sometimes why I don't do them. Lacking of confidence, right? I'm as human as the next one. But so one question I'm asking, because I'm only going to do this for about an hour tonight. I've had a long day, had a lot of personal readings. $10 Q&A. So if you have a question, info details are in the description, I believe, for this video is where it went. So there's a Venmo, there's a Cash App, and there's a PayPal. You'll send payment through there. I'll get notified, or at least I should. And then I'll go ahead and answer one question per person only, just to give everybody the opportunity that would want, if they want to do that. You have the option tonight. If not, that's fine too. No pressure there. Personal reads are open and available. I am booking into next week at this time. And so I've recently learned that I'm a triple Scorpio because my Sun, Mars, and Venus were all in Scorpio. Oh, I've got the quad Scorps. Scorpio's in my South Node. I feel you. All that Scorpio energy, it's a lot. Strap it. Yeah, we are. This is Christopher. Hello. Hello. From Sacramento, California. It's still daylight where you are. It's dark here. Shatoya. Yeah, you're right, girl. It has been. Yeah. A Scorpio with intensity? Who would have thought? I love it. I love being able to chat with all of you like this. You guys always see me. Hi, Christie. How are you? You guys always see me. I always laugh. Everyone's like, oh, I feel like I know you. Charity, hello. Loretta. Where do I see the link for the one question? So you just type your question here into the comments, and then you'll just make that payment to one of the tags, I guess you call them, right? I'm showing my age. They're listed. So PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. So it should be in the description box. Barry John, hello. Something came through. Let's see here. All right, Danielle. Danielle, I just received a payment from you, my dear. So if you want to shoot me your question, I will be happy to do that. I'm going to say Adam. You know, he's on it. I love it. There's a cash button to the right of the chat button too. Fantastic. Guidance regarding the changes happening in my life right now. All right, Danielle, let's get started with Danielle. We'll see what's going on for her. We'll do a collective too. I'll pause and we'll do Adam, shake my head. The shenanigans begin. I love it. I love it. All right, Danielle, what deck? What deck do we want to go with here? What? I'll come back to that one. There it is. That's what I want. I've been trying to give zero shits with fake folks around me. The fake folk have shown themselves quite a lot, and I'm going to tell you, with this energy in general, you're going to see some true colors come out in people. You really are. All right, Danielle, what's going on with the energy for her right now? Danielle. You know, the first word that I'm hearing from Spirit is subsidizing. So that to me is like, what are we... It's almost... How do I want to put this, subsidizing? That's really to put everything into like a box is kind of how I want to say this. So a couple things. One, you could be purging something or trying to kind of contain some different things, right? Oh, thank you, Christopher. Good evening, Justin. But it's... I don't know. It's almost like I've talked about it in some of the Scorpio reads. When you've got like residual energy, right? And it's hanging out there and you don't know what to do with it in itself because it seems like it's like sweeping up the crumbs into a dustpan, right? That's really how I want to put this. You never can quite get it all, kind of feel it, right? So there's something about that when they're talking about that. That same card, I have to ask Danielle, are you a Scorpio? Because today, in the weekend read for Scorpio, the first card out was Madness. And there it comes again. You're the second person today on a personal question that I've had Scorpio Sun. There you go. So there it is again. Threats. So, you know, you could feel like wisdom. Listen, whatever energy is hanging around you, I want you to understand if it feels heavy to you, like I got the chills. Like I haven't had the chills like this in a hot minute. This is something I could say you've already learned, but you already know what the intention is behind whomever or whatever this is. It's meant to kind of, I'm going to say bring you down in some regards. So regardless of what you're doing in life, it's like somebody's trying to rob you of the ability to be happy. It might be money. It might be lots of things, right? You know, whatever's going on in your personal world without getting too deep because we are in a public forum. But this is like somebody who is reeling. Adam, note made. Got you. This is just you know better than to allow someone else's perception make you question your own perception of reality and what's going on. So I hope that's making sense for you as I'm explaining that. You know, there's something in that for you. This threats, though, I'm not so much concerned with the madness of the situation, feeling like, see, someone else. I don't know if you're dealing with a third party. It could very well be. If this is, this could be a job. When we talk commitment, right, it could be a job. It could be lots of things. But the way this feels to me is there's definite interference in what you're trying to accomplish here. And you've likely seen this before. Thank you, Loretta. You've likely seen this before. There's just, Spirit is just going witness. And maybe part of this is for you to just kind of sit back and watch what is happening and why it's happening. Because it's a repeating turn of events that were meant to scare you off of whatever it is that you're working on. I'm also going to tell you this too. If you're fighting to keep somebody in your life, don't do that. I mean, and here, as I say that to you, let me put this out there to everybody collectively. Do not let your life be dictated by tarot or any of us, right, doing this. What we do is bring in the energy and provide it to you to the best of our ability with what we're given. You always have the ability to make your free will choices as you should. You deal with your life day in and day out. Nobody knows it better than you. But if this is you feeling like you have to fight for somebody or something, and there's a lot of resistance being met with, you know, in that, and it's like a no-win, it constantly feels like a no-win situation. I'm going to say something about a 2 to 3 week period. This has either been 2 to 3 weeks prior to this point, leading up into this, which Spirit, I got the chills, confirmation that this has been leading up into now. So if it continues to go on and circle and cycle around, it's not worth the energy and the effort that you're giving it. I hope, again, that's resonating for you. And then this wisdom. Queen of Wands. You're meant to protect what is rightfully yours, but not at the expense of your own sanity is really what I'm going to say. Oh, okay, good deal. I'm glad you do. I could call it nesting, really. But you are gathering what you need, and you're doing all of the things. Listen, there is something or someone attached to you. This King of Pentacles is not you. You definitely got a King of Pentacles tied to you that's going to provide some sense of forward movement, but I also feel like that's a stuck position right now, and that's something you're going to have to be aware of. Patience might be the key here, but the longevity around it is going to be what's important. So you're going to have to gauge what you feel about the longevity of the situation too. So I'm going to leave it at that, but I hope that provided some insight to what's coming. But I do feel like there's been a lot of questioning surrounding the situation in itself. So I hope that was what you needed, my dear. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. What the hell did I do with that deck of cards right there? Let me go back through these comments real quick, and let's see. Loretta, thank you so very much, my dear. Let me roll back through. It's hard. Adam, if possible, too, I don't know how to do it, but keeping chime with questions here. Hang on a second. Pedro. Oh, boy. Hold on a second, Danielle. Okay, Pedro, you had a second question, so I'm going to jump to yours. You want to send that to me? If you did send it already, my apologies. It's hard to scroll back through all these messages. Virgo, yeah, right? Virgo Sun, Virgo Mercury, Virgo Venus during the Virgo retrograde in Virgo help. Talk about like getting smacked upside the head. Holy shit. Hello, Kimberly Cooper. McLinn's, hello. Beautiful. Oh, it's Saturday, Christie. Saturday morning. Well, happy Saturday morning. I hope you're enjoying some coffee or tea. Barry. Serene from Iran. I don't understand what you were saying, but your energy is very positive. Good luck. You did, Serene. If you're still here, thank you so much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you. I love being able to connect with you. Thank you, Adam. I got you. I love that. It's heavy. Read that one. I'm going to try to check in with all you guys. Justin, good evening. Adam, he's on top of all the things. Love him. He's such a great help to me. And Adam, I may have a new job for you next week. Marnie, hey Marnie, how are you? Thank you. Hello, Pam. All right, chosen one. There's always that little, right? You can never just get the whole dust in the damn dustpan. Love your channel much. Hi, Diane from New Mexico. That's my card. My question. Okay, so Pedro and Loretta both. Okay, so Pedro, let's go to you real quick. And Loretta, I will come right back to you, so bear with me for just a few minutes, honey. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, okay, Pedro. November, so we got a new, oh, we got a cusper, Scorpio Sag cusper right there. All right, Pedro. Da, da, da. All right, guys. Pedro, okay, no question. You have helped me so much with your YouTube. Oh, honey, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you all earlier. You reminded me. I just got sidetracked because that's what I do. I've got squirrel brain. So some of you, who, especially those of you that have personal reads with me, know that I've had another job outside of home for the longest time, and I've opted to relinquish the majority of that. So this is it for me moving forward. Big career change for me in sense of leaving the world outside of the house, we'll call it, right? So this is it. This is where I intend on spending my days, doing these readings, working with you all via Reiki, holistic life coaching, intuitive life coaching, doing these readings, just all of the things. I've spent a lot of years, 34 years in this, and there's a lot of things that I do that I don't really list on YouTube, but we're going to make some changes to that here in the near future. So with that being said, yeah, that's the new thing here, right? The new thing is, this is my devotion, right? All right, so Adam, I did get that, but I can't see the screenshots without clicking out of this screen, so it's a little complicated. All right, so let's go back to Loretta. And again, Pedro, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So Loretta says, my question, will the truth of the betrayal I instinctively feel has been happening behind my back by my husband be revealed soon? Loretta, instantly I'm getting like Capricorn season, like December, maybe Sag season. There is, I don't know who the masculine, could be a male, doesn't have to be, but the masculine energy that he's talking to or talking, I'm also hearing talking about as well. So I don't know if there's like I'm gonna call it the rumor mill, right, that's going on. But there's more people involved in this than you know. And I think that's going to be the surprising factor to this when it's all said and done, is like it's slowly going to start to show itself and weed itself out. The mid of October, so when Pluto goes direct in Aquarius on October 11th, I feel like a few days following that, maybe 3 or 4 days maybe, you're going to start to get wind of like people chattering. Be careful with what you do take on to be the truth, though, because you think about it, when people gossip, it's like you ever see the game that they play with the can, or like they had you stand in line in school. I remember being in like the second grade, and they had all the kids in the classroom stand in line, and then they told a particular story at the very beginning of the line, and they whisper it down the line to the last kid, and by the time you got to the last kid, they had that kid repeat what they just heard, and it had totally changed. So there's something about, like, how many ears and mouths does this run through before you actually get the truth of the entire situation. But it is totally coming. But the way that it filters, Spirit's going, the way that it's filtered out is going to be quite suspicious to you. I think that ouch, my knee at the table. There's more than just your husband alone. And I want to tell you, you do realize he's always been this way. That's never changed. Think about back to the beginning of your relationship with him, the things that he would say about other people. The one thing I tell people all the time is listen to the way people treat or talk about or to other people, because it's indicative of how they're going to treat you. We are never exempt from that behavior. So go back to then, because I think that's also, Spirit is saying it's like a key and a pass to understand the nature of how he views you, simply because it no longer suffices his needs the way that it once did, whatever that means for you. So again, I hope that that's resonating with you the way I'm explaining that. But timing wise, it's going to filter out, but there's like you're going to get some confirmation about mid-October. December is going to be like Spirit's calling it a brutal truth. So be aware of that, okay? Thank you so much for being here, my dear. I appreciate you so much. So thank you for that. All right, let's see. Callie. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you being here. Jeanette. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Okay. Bear with me, guys. All right, Melanie. Let's see, my dear. She started to attend energy healing class in Miriam. You know, Melanie, and I'm going to tell anybody else who's listening to this, as many of you know that have been with me for some time, as I word it carefully, I was recently, by medical definition, labeled to have MS. The one thing that I have noticed for the Scorpio collective, and I'm going to be honest, I have failed myself in listening to the guidance of Spirit in some ways, being very human that I am. Anybody who is going through health challenges right now, whether you're a Scorpio or any other sign, I talked about this briefly in one Scorpio video, and I said, it's not just the mind, the soul, it's also the body. And when we look at this world that we live in, I seen a meme today, and it said something like, we're worried about, what was it? Something, but we don't stop to look at what's in our food, but we continue to eat it. If you are taking in energy work, if you are doing energy work, or if you are trying to heal yourself, you don't realize what a big part you are playing in this world's recovery. I'm not going to get political, but I'm going to encourage you, not, follow my lead or anything like that. I don't do that. You all have your minds. You all can think for yourself. But if you carefully take a look around the world that we live in, I seen a thing the other day that Tyson is pulling all of its high fructose corn syrup and different things out of all of their products by the end of this year. Would that be happening if someone didn't make the seat that they're sitting in, or wasn't appointed to the seat they're sitting in, I'll say? We cannot any longer pretend that we don't see what they have been doing to us for 30 plus years. Chronic pain, inflammation, MS, diabetes, fibromyalgia, autism, you name it. The only thing that's changed is our need to progress in this world. And in that need for progression, we have ultimately tried to kill ourselves. It can't be denied. So, Melanie, in short, and pardon for my tangent, but it's necessary with that question that you ask, you are leading yourself to a beautiful path of healing. Whatever's going on in what feels to me the left leg, left knee, maybe, something like that, that's going to be your first indication of how much healing you're doing. It's almost like it's swollen, it's inflamed, it's, so many different things could be said to it. But, actually, let me go down here and read your comments. We absolutely are. Awesome. Tart cherry juice too, my dear, for chronic pain. Tart cherry juice and turmeric. And don't just shove shit down your throat without noticing the dose and knowing how much you're taking either, right? I seen some lady shot her liver because she was sucking down turmeric like it was air. You can't, you can't do stuff like that. You still got to be cognizant of what you're doing, right? Like, you can't be an idiot about it. So, I love it. Yes. So yes, Melanie. And listen, do let me know email me. Let me know how that's going for you. I would love to know more. I'd love to know more. They do. They don't. It's like you got to stop and think what you're doing. Yeah. Melanie, same here. I didn't have, I have, be honest with you guys, put it into perspective with the MS. It's an autoimmune disease. I had, was diagnosed at 22 with hypothyroidism. 28, I had my daughter and developed severe food allergies. I cannot have corn, soy, nuts, tree nuts, fish, shellfish, soy, corn, wheat. Did I mention all those? No sesame, no kiwi, no grapes. But I could go somewhere else, anywhere outside of the US, and I could eat it there. Think about that, right? Big deal, big deal. So, to put it into perspective for you, there you go. All right, so let me go back up here. Mimi and Barry, I will get to you guys in just a minute. I'm going to go back up here. We had... Hey, Eve. Hello, honey. Thank you for all your donations to the channel. Goodness, do I appreciate you. All right. Let me scroll. Okay, Melanie, I got you, babe. Thank you so much. All right, where's my other one? I had another one. All right, Jess, how are you, my dear? I am making strides to leave my job and feel like I'm getting pulled back to staying, like it may get better. Any guidance on whether to look outside of my company or stay here? You know, I literally, no lie, one of my last appointments today with one of my clients, same, very similar question. Do I stay? Do I go? Let's pull cards on that one. I love when you guys get together and start communicating with each other in here. Like, how else would you ever meet? Like, I love it. I love seeing you all come together. I love it. I love it. All right, so let's see here. For Jess. Well, you're certainly not emotionally satisfied there. Let's start with that. You know, I don't know what sign you are, but human beings in general are really good at looking at the potential of something or someone. And going, well, it could be better. Or that boss promises you that raise in 3 months. Or, well, I promise I won't make you work these kind of hours anymore, but if you can at least do X, Y, and Z. I'll tell you, recently, I put in my 2 weeks to that place, and they were like, well, can't you just do 1 day a week? It's amazing to realize the undervalue of you people show you over time, and then when you finally do something, they're like, well, wait a second, what do you mean? You're not happy. Do I feel like you're following your North Star in this? No, I think it provides financially, right? There's some sort of guaranteed paycheck in that, some sense of stability, but does it light a fire underneath you? I'm going to tell you personally, that's just me. If you're not looking for anything, if you're not exploring what your options are, you have no options. And I think that you do have a lot of options. And I think that with the Seven of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Hermit, I do think you need to look into those other options. There's something that may pleasantly surprise you by the end of the month that is like, you just see it, feel it, know it, and you're like, this is it. This is the thing. It feels much better than what you've dealt with, because everything before has always been like, it might start off really good and then it disappoints again. It starts off good and then disappoints again. All that kind of thing, right? And I don't want you to be in that space with that kind of energy anymore. It's not necessary, because you have really, look at this. Look at this. As I say this to you, check it out. The Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, the Three of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Empress. Know your value, know your worth, explore your options. You know, if you've got this guaranteed thing, could you hang in it for a little while and see what comes of it? Sure. I mean, but I wouldn't go, well, I'm here and I'm stuck. I'm glued to this forever and a day. I am just I'm going to do what I can do, explore my options, and see where it takes me. You've got, Spirit, you've got a guaranteed shit show where you are. So you've got something, right? Beats having nothing. But at the end of the day, it's time to start exploring what's out there for you, because I do feel like a wheel is spinning to your better benefit in the long run. So go for it, girl. Go do your thing. All right. All right. So let's see. Mimi, how are you, my dear? Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the lovely donation. Nicole, I feel like I'm coming to a crossroads in my current job. Another Mimi, I'm going to say to you what I just said to her. You're now the third person. As I was making a joke that I was the second person today, here you are the third person. I didn't read your comment till just now. So my apologies, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't until just now. I'm going to pull cards for you specifically. Four of Swords, Seven of Wands. There's something a little different about your situation, though. And I don't know if you were on, I'm hearing the term bed rest. I don't know if you were off for a little while at some point, or needed to take a break, or had to take, rest or leave, or whatever this was. But it's like, again, I'm going to say, nobody says, hey, good job, until you're like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Then you're like, well, let's talk about this, right? Three of Swords to the Six of Swords, to the Ace of Cups. Now we want to make some sort of offer to a situation. I don't like the fact that they seem to really disregard a boundary here, plain and simple. It's not my go-to energy, and I think you need to have boundaries with this place. The Tower, I don't know who or what you work for, but there's something coming for them too. I'm hearing the infrastructure of it, so I don't know if this is physical as far as a building, or just a structure of a corporation, or whatever this might be. But its livelihood is questionable at this point too, whether it's funding, getting ready to lay people off, something like that. I don't trust their stability, and thus I wouldn't trust my stability in that, to be honest with you. If I was looking at me, I'd be like, it's time to figure something else out, because they don't look stable. There's things that they know that they're not sharing with all of you. They could put you all in jeopardy. I don't think it's just you. This is a lot of people who, but I'm going to say this though, in the same breath, this is a cycle. This business could be closing out altogether. Virgo is Pisces is a 12, right? And North Node is in Pisces. That is the end of the entire zodiac cycle itself. It's a complete reset. This company may get bought out. Something may happen. There may be a shift, but I wouldn't feel super secure with the options, no matter how they're presented to you, of what that may look like. So I hope that that is resonating with you the way that that's come out, okay? I may not have time to do a collective reading. All these questions, I love it. All right, Barry, hello there. I have an event in November, meeting friends I've known for many years. Oh, Barry, I see your comments all the time, my dear. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for showing up to the channel the way you do. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to switch decks. What do I want? I feel like I need to get an Akasha card on this for some reason. So let's do that thing. Let's do that. Great Spirit for Barry. Haha. You might be coming into a very important decision, sir. I'm just going to let you know. Emotional crossroads. You are torn between two strong emotional pulls. Confusion arises when your heart and mind clash. Pause and let your feelings settle before choosing expansion. As I say that to you, as I read that card, feelings settle. Let your feelings settle before choosing expansion. Like, if Spirit was going to declare any words for you, expansion. Like, I don't really feel like I need to say anything else, and I just want to go wink, wink. You know what that means. If you don't, come November, you're going to know exactly what that means. Because I don't think things are really going to look the same for you after this. This is going to be a life-changing moment for you, that is going to make you see the world differently. Spirit, could you call it like love in any form at first sight? In some ways you could. But Spirit's saying the soul remembers. So keep that in mind as well. Okay? This could be a soul tie. Very interesting. Yeah, your life is going to change, Barry. Very much. I'm going to read it one more time. Let your feelings settle before choosing expansion. I really, really enjoy that for you. Thank you for being here, Elsie. Well, that'll do it, Elsie. All right, let's see here. I'm just going to scroll down. All right. Rhonda, I have money and man problems. How do I shift? I could say, get in your car, find an airport, find a beach with pina coladas and a hot pool boy and just stay there instead. That's what I would do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But it sounds like a damn good idea, right? Like that would be the way to go. That would be the way to go, Rhonda. Let me see here. I'm just going to pull a card to kind of go, what do you need the most? What does Rhonda need the most of at this time, Spirit? And I think I'm going to go with this deck. Hold on. All right. What does Rhonda need the most of right now, Spirit? Oh my gosh, hold tight. I'm hitting all the wrong things. All right. Man and money. What is she? I just heard from Spirit your idea on the way it works. And what are you giving thanks to? Capricorn coming out sideways, self-trust. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. When we don't, it's like they say, like our picker is broken, right? It is, where did we learn our money manifesting abilities? Where did we learn how to handle money or jobs or settle for less than what we were deserving of? Same thing with men. And in no offense to my males out there, like I'm just, responding to her question and her situation. But we learned that trait from somewhere and somebody. So you have to ask yourself, if you go back to the core, what do you see repetitively playing out in that regard? And I will also recommend to you Jen Sincero's I'm a Badass at Making Money, I think is what that's called, her book. Read it. That will shift your entire perspective on the way you view finances as well as yourself. Okay? So that's that, my dear. All right, moving on to Pam. Pam, I would like to know about my job. Wait, hang on a second, guys. Check out there and make sure she's not. Speaking of critters, there they are, doing their thing. All right, Pam, so I get this feeling about the longevity of that. I feel like there's something a little... I'm going to ask you to ask yourself, how long are you willing to wait for that promotion? Because I do feel like it might be months away. So if you've been told it's coming in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I feel like you're looking at a 3 to 6 month, like I'm hearing trial run from Spirit. You've got some creative talent about you, whatever that means for you, right? Creative is different for all of us. But do pay attention to the timing around and the words around what they're offering, if they've even offered it to you. Because I feel like this is not a first time conversation about this. This is something that I feel like should have happened maybe 2 to 3 years ago, truth be told. So you need to do that little introspection, and I will forever tell everybody, explore your options when it comes to work. No one's forcing you to leave, but no one's also forcing you to stay. You have to, go within and go, is this really what I want for myself? Do I see myself doing this all these years down the road? That's the important thing there too, right? So do be mindful of that. But I do feel like if you're looking for it to happen quickly, I don't think it's going to. I could easily say, like, I think everybody's going to change jobs somehow. But in the same breath, not all of us will. It's also our roles. So I do see you moving up, but again, it's going to be like a test of faith, your ambition. Like, if doing what you do now, could you do it better? And when I say better, not that you're not good at your job, but like, would you be a bigger asset to somebody else too? Like, how are you valued in what you do? I hope that's clarifying what I'm saying to you. Okay, I'd be like, let's just pull one card. There you go. If I could see it. Healthier choices, self-love, self-care. Does this provide that type of environment for you? Does it light your soul on fire? Do you get the excitement of, I could say, your colleagues too? So make note of that, and I hope that resonates for you. Okay? All right. Wes. Yes. It's Scorpio. Thank you, Rhonda. Tonyie, thank you. All right, let's see. Christine, thank you, Christine. I appreciate you. Guys, lovely to see. I love my candlelight at night. I love it. Hey, Adam, did anybody explain to Frank how it works tonight? Can you just drop a message at Frankie Fierce for me on how tonight's working out for us? Christie O'Carroll, thank you so very much. Wes, how are you, sweetheart? How are you? Are you surprised? I know you're not surprised. We've had this conversation. You pull away and boom, there they come, right? Let me see what's going on for you, darling. I hope you're doing well. All right, Wes. I can always hear your voice. You've got a very distinct voice, Wes. All right. It's something we kind of talked on or touched upon before. The reality, literally, the Three of Cups, the Judgment card, and underneath all of that is the Three of Swords. She's being pushed into healing. So these choices that have been made in the past, they're starting to hit. And I think we talked about that. Do correct me if I'm wrong. But those situations, those decisions, they're starting to come in. It's kind of like Judgment Day. The honeymoon period is over. There may be some kind of cold or illness too that's going on. That's like, who's going to take care of me now? We talked about that. Maybe the other situation isn't quite as supportive as you once were. And that's starting to, the cycle of that is starting to kind of rear its ugly head. But I'm also hearing from Spirit, too little, too late. So anything else for Wes? The move that we talked about before, I get the feeling it's either in the process of happening or has already happened. There's something about it happening. Has it already happened? Oh, there may be a recontemplation of something around that as well. The reality versus the fantasy with this flux of eclipse energy is starting to show itself. Okay? You knew that was coming. So it's a longing, right? It's a longing of now who's going to take care of me, right? All right. Wes, always lovely to chat with you. All right, let's see what's going on here. Forgot to add. Christine, go ahead and add your question for me, darling. Let's see if my husband truly aligned with me, or is my path meant to move forward without him? It's kind of like, I feel like he's a couple steps behind, Christine. Like, I feel like there's a big thing around mid-October, time marker for mid-October. By mid-October, you're going to know where he stands. And I'm going to say, could he catch up? Yes. I will give him that. He could catch up if he wanted to. As I say it that way, it makes me go, oh shit, wait a second here. Will he though? Right? Like the way that came out, it's kind of like, it could go either way. So I would say to you, mid-October, Ace of Cups, let's see, Six of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Cups. Could he change, I could say positive direction? Yeah, he could. But he's torn between the idea of what that looks like. He knows what you mean to him. I will say that. He sees you very much, very firm about who you are. And I think that's become more evident in the last year or so for him, maybe even the last 6 months specifically. Something with you has changed just drastically. So that's made him, like, literally the Tower and the Two of Wands. He's got a choice to make, right? And that's the thing. That's the thing here. He's got a choice to make. So, Queen of Cups. I don't know what sign you are, but if you're, this gives me Scorpio vibes with the Queen of Cups here. King of Wands. If you decide to move on, I hope he knows that done is done. Because when you stop pouring out the emotion because it's not being reciprocated, there's no going back from that with you. It doesn't happen. So then it becomes tit for tat. You hurt my feelings, I'm gonna hurt yours. But Spirit is saying true, genuine, honest conversations with each other for this, and by mid-October, you're going to know where you stand, okay? So, try to have those conversations, but just because you have them doesn't mean they're going to be communicated back or reciprocated, okay? Just FYI. Excuse me. All right, let's see. So, we got... Where was I? Wes, we got you. We got Christine. Oh, Leah, that sounds beautiful. Christie. Okay, guys, bear with me. I'm trying to go through these, and Adam is trying to send me everything. I got whoops, hold on. I don't know if you guys can see me, but Tonyie. I'm going to have to find a different way to do this. All right. Okay. Christie, did you send payment over, honey? I think you did. I think was up above, right? Yeah, there you are. Okay, Christie, I'm sorry. All right, so is Dom interested in Christie? Let's see. Listen, I'm going to say this in the most loving way. Does this guy know what end is up? Like, he seems, God love him, a little dingy, a little out of sorts, like almost like he doesn't think. Back in the day when I was younger and they would say, the dude's nothing but a stoner. And I don't say that he is, right? You're Dom. But he's almost a little aloof, like, are there brain cells in there? Are you listening, sir? That kind of thing. Are you tuned in? I feel like he's just a happy, oddly enough, a happy person. Oh boy. Empress. Y'all showing up as empresses tonight. What is happening? I gotta know, are you a Scorpio, Christie? Because if I see one more Scorpio love thing where the other person is in this internal conflict, like, I'm gonna get a list of names and I'm gonna go find these people. Like, pull your head out of your ass. Like, what are you doing? You wanted something, you got something, you got an empress sitting in front of you, and you're like, I'm going to twiddle my thumbs. What are you doing? What are you doing, right? What are you doing? Is Dom interested in... Girl, no. I mean, well, as I say no to you, let me rephrase. Spirit's like, you just sent her straight to 8 of Swords. You're an asshole, Nicole. I didn't mean it like that. He's a runner. He's a runner. Do I think there's an interest? Yes. Is he your wish fulfillment? No. I'll put it to you that way. I say this in the most loving way. Like, if I'm your mom and you're my daughter, I'm going to tell you, girl, you can do better. You deserve better. So that's my final answer on that one. You're showing up as the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, and he's like, I'm going to go play fetch with the dog. You can do better than that. All right. Miss BB, should I file divorce Monday or try to make it work? What's to come? Well, Miss BB, first off, thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss BB. I don't know what the letter C means to you. But the letter C, I don't know if it's a place. It could very well be a place or a city or something like that. I'm not sure. You've been thinking about this for a long time, though. Let's talk about that. You've been thinking about this for a hot minute. I feel like you've been craving your independence. 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 8 of Cups. You keep going back and forth, darling, and I'm going to tell you, if you don't make a decision soon, he's going to make it for you. So whatever that means for you, you know what's going on between the two of you, but there's going to be something else that makes the decision. So you're going to have to trust your gut whether to hold on or let go. Because I see you just constantly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like you know the answer to this. You want me or Spirit to validate what you already know you need to do. So you need to go do that. It's not always an easy choice, not after years. But you have to trust your heart. You have to trust your guidance. You've seen this. It's the same old, song and pony dance, right? Like same old show. So you know what you need to do, my love. I'm sending you all the best wishes for all of it. See, there you go. The last 5 years specifically. It's like holding on to let go, to hold on to let go. It's that kind of thing. Okay? All right. And I think, thank you, Adam. I'm trying to keep up with your messages on here. Tonyie. Tonyie, let's see. I see you, girl. I'm so sorry. Tonyie, will you resubmit your question for me, sweetie, and I'll get to you right now. I found it. Never mind. Scratch that. I found you. Okay, there we are. Will I be getting justice for the cruelty and crimes? Oh, goodness, girl. That hits heavy. That hits real heavy. And thank you for your donation, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I feel like, there is one specific one that stands out to me, and I could call that person the ringleader in this situation. This is like mob, mafia. Someone's got to take it, but it's never going to be the big dog. If you're seeking the justice by way of the system, somebody could get in trouble. Somebody could do like misdemeanor crimes kind of thing. But I think the hard part for humans is to realize that sometimes that justice, it does come, it always comes, but it's going to come in another way that is not, you could call it an eye for an eye, right? It's like it's not humanly reciprocal the way we would like to see justice to be done. Um, that's tough. That's a tough one right there. So I'm going to grab some cards here, but intuitively, that was first thing. See, it's almost like half of whoever this is likely to get the shit thrown at them, right? You're going to end up taking out some of the obstacles, is what I'm hearing. There's something about that. You are going to get some sort of justice, at least by one specifically. The head person, the head honcho, will they be held responsible, Spirit? 5 of Swords. They got deep pockets with other people. They've got ties to something that keeps them out of getting caught up in it. I hope that's making sense for you. It's like I'm hearing the term, it's too close to home. So I don't know how that resonates for your situation, but it's too close to home. 5 of Wands. 4 of Wands. There's going to be a lot of infighting. It feels like a group to me. Everybody's going to throw everybody else under the bus. It's going to be an ongoing shit show or showdown. Some of it will clear up in 26. Some of it may not clear up till 27. So just be aware of that. There's going to be some lingering things around this, and Spirit is telling me to tell you that you are going to heal from it in more ways than you know. Don't know what this means to you, expect the check. So if you're questioning whether or not there's a settlement coming in, there's something around a check coming in, so do know that. I don't know what that's about. It could be February time frame. So if you're expecting it, just sit back and wait, okay? Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you. All right, Adam, in like 2.5 minutes, if nobody else has submitted questions or made payment, we're going to cut that off because we're an hour in already. And this gal needs to get her beauty rest because I got clients in the morning. All right, Frankie, let's see here. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining me. Scorpio Sun, Virgo Rising, Libra Moon. Saturday I found out about an amazing education opportunity. You know, I don't mean to make these answers short for some of you, but I instantly saw these books like behind you, in physical presence. Like, you likely had a dream about this maybe 6 months ago. It's almost like deja vu or a repetitive dream theme or pattern to this. Thank you, Adam. This is I'm going to say Akashic records related. This is soul related. This is purpose and path related, Frankie. The way that it's like when I do work with the Akashic records, or I do work with past life or past life regressions, when I do those for clients, there's a certain type of imagery that comes through for those, and that is instantly with the scene that I saw for you in those books. The same idea, I guess. Like if you think about comics, their cartoons are drawn, right? You look at people, like you can always tell the difference in the thing. I don't know what they call that, but you couldn't be more right. You couldn't be more right. It is an amazing opportunity, and it's what you need to go towards. So you're doing the right thing for yourself. So congratulations to you. Keep going. Keep doing the thing. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All right. Oh, Christie, I'm just now, guys, it's hard for me to read the comments, and tomorrow is the open house. Frankie. Frankie, I know I addressed your question. I think I addressed your question, right? Yeah. About the open house. It's going to be a lot of work. You can't take shortcuts on this. I'm just going to give you a heads up. Don't take shortcuts on this, Frankie. But there is a lot of opportunity in this. So just prepare yourself for the work you're going to have to put in, because it's going to wear you out. But what comes of it is a lot of good things if you follow through. So don't hesitate. Okie dokie. All right. Tonyie G, I got you. Frankie. Miriam, can you see? Yeah, I would be happy to do that for you, my dear. Let me grab a different deck of cards. Hi, Jason. Hello, how are you this evening? All right, let's see. Let me switch decks. I don't like using that deck for that. All right. Miriam, I don't know what the number 7 or 17, I can't quite tell if it's a 7 or a 17, but the number 7 stands out specifically. You know, there's the prayer, the stairway, or the stairway to heaven, like not the song, but it's like a poem or a tribute, whatever, a memorial thing. If like tears could build a walkway to heaven, I don't know if that was used, but that's what's coming through. If you've questioned, who is this? This is a mother figure. It's a feminine energy. I'm hearing her say it's been so long since she's cried, or since you've cried. Like if you're holding back tears, holding back pain, holding back on like feeling your feelings, look at this. Look at this. Renewal. It's time to let it go. Like I always use it as the example. It's like women when we go through our cycles. Like sometimes we just get bitchy and we get emotional and we need to cry it out. Go have a good cry in the shower. Same kind of thing. Like it's like she's saying to you, it's okay to cry about it. It's okay even if it's been a really long time and you're not over it. That's fine too. It's all right. It's all right. Like she will still wipe your tears. Just know that. She will still wipe your tears. And then when it comes to your ex-husband specifically, I don't know if it's you or him that hasn't made peace with something. Miriam, I feel like it's you. Honestly. I'm going to just kind of call you out a little bit, and my apologies, but this goes back to you needing to be strong again, like the fortitude, like needing to be strong and just brave it and take it and never showing any sort of emotion or feeling like you can't show any sort of emotion. You need to show the emotion. Like that emotion needs to like get the hell out of you. Like it doesn't need to be like you storing it in your body is the worst possible scenario for you. Honestly, like they see it, they want you to evolve from that. Like you don't have to be strong every day. You don't have to put on a smile on your face. Like the Revolution card has come out twice for you. I also feel like there's some pent up anger because it's like the people that have passed in your life, there's a common thread and a common theme around it. Like I'm hearing how it happens, when it happens, why it happens. And it's like watching the same shit happen over and over and over again and you taking it over and over again. It's like death by 1,000 cuts. Something's got to give. They want you to heal. They want you to actually endure the grieving process so that you can move on. Your ex-husband himself, though, like there's something a little funky about his energy. Listen, if he could go back and fix it, he would. 10 of Wands. He does carry that burden, and you will see him next time around. He knows he could have done better. He knows he could have done a hell of a lot better. The Death card, the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the Death card. He knows he could have done better for you. So, I almost feel like you're still waiting on an apology of some sort or some kind of words of reconciliation, even from the other side. This is your confirmation that he is sorry. I do think that he's sorry with that lion and the rose in his mouth. He is sorry. But it's like that. I don't want to say that ship has sailed. That sounds really cold. But there's nothing more, there's nothing left to do in this life when it comes to him besides heal. I hope that makes sense. I really do hope that that fits the piece for you. Okay? And thank you, my dear. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Cindy, oh my God, I caught a lot. Thank you, Vanda. I love that name. That's very pretty. I like that. Frankie. Good. Keep telling myself it's... Tony, it is. Your spiritual... I'm going to tell you, and I think I said something very similar, right? In the weekend read, like this evolving right now is spiritual growth. Like sometimes that is our reward, because if you sit back and you look at the people that haven't done it and you just go, oh my gosh, like how do they not see what they're doing and why they're acting the way that they are? How do they not know that, right? But it happens. And, you know, sometimes be grateful that you've got the smarts and the awareness and the soul that says, here I am, sign me up, let's do the thing, right? Like, I wouldn't want to walk around blindly in this world, that's for sure. You're welcome, Wes. Sarah, I'm sure I will. It's just a matter of when. Let's see, the female. Okay, I asked a question and paid another 10. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on a second. Is my dog... Cindy, I don't think so. But there's something going on that would lead you to believe that she is, if you, I feel like your intuition might be catching what's coming, honestly. So keep the dogs away, right? Keep the other dogs away. All right. All right. So Pedro, I like Cash App. Losing it. Oh, you no, you're not losing it, Pedro. If you are, you losing it? You know what I say yesterday when I did the collective video. If you didn't watch it, oh, you're welcome, Cindy. Like I had a dream. I was actually channeling in my sleep. Marilyn, there she is. Fashionably late, but we love her. Welcome, Marilyn. But in that dream, I woke up and I had to stop and question my own sanity. One of my first gifts were mediumship. I was 5. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But when I woke up, I had to sit down because it was a very public figure. And I'm like, did I just have that conversation with that person, or am I losing my damn mind? Pedro, I think sometimes that spiritual evolution can feel like we are losing it. I had a conversation with my friend that morning and I said, you know, I don't know exact words. Am I losing my mind or what? And she said, we always knew you were crazy. Haha. Right. Like it was a joke. But at the same time, it's what you see. It's what you know. It's what you hear. Even the stress alone, Spirit's saying, can be the thing that makes you feel like it's sending you over the edge. And Spirit is telling me to tell you that you're not alone. You're not alone in the least. But there's something, it's almost like you feel like you need to do something and you don't know what it is you're even supposed to do. It's like crawling out of your skin kind of feel. You're not crazy. You're feeling something on an internal level that is shifting. It doesn't make sense yet, but it also has to do with the potential of what comes next. But it's also, in the same breath, asking you to drop an expectation around what you think it is. There's something real important to that. Drop the expectation of what you think it is. Because you don't see this coming. And I feel like a broken record, again, repeating that to so many, but you don't see it coming. This is for Pedro. When I tell you that something is coming, it is going to change the way. Can you hear the dog? Beep, beep, shot caller, right? It's going to change the way that you view people. And that's the thing that you feel coming. If you've been in a space of not trusting people for a really long time, all of a sudden, it's like you've crawled out of a black hole from somewhere. And life is going to take on a different meaning for you. People are going to take on a different meaning for you. And right now, you feel it, you sense it, you know it. You could be, if you're single, right, as an example, you could be having conversations with your person in the kitchen and they're not there. Have the conversation. Tell them about your day. You're not crazy. You feel something long before it ever shows up. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, too. This is just like a lost in translation. You're in the linear space, the liminal space, liminal. You're in the liminal space of a change. And I'll tell you, it wasn't too long ago I myself was there. I was like, am I looking in the right places? Am I seeing this for what it really is? Or am I crazy? Pedro, crazy people, I will forever say this. Crazy people do not ask themselves or anybody else if they're legitimately crazy. They just don't give a fuck. No, you haven't lost it. So just a heads up. Tonyie, I'm so glad you were here. Frankie, thank you. There's a lot coming, guys. It doesn't matter who you are. There's a lot coming. There's a lot shifting. And if you're cardinal signs, if you're a Scorpio, if you're a Pisces, I think fixed signs are being Leo, Scorpio specifically, probably Aquarius too, but there's just something that is absolutely shifting for all of us in this world right now. Adam, just confirm to me that we got everybody's questions in. I want to make sure I didn't skip anybody. And guys, thank you for your patience with me. I'm not even going to, maybe I'll do like a card to close it out, but hello, Anna. You all are amazing just showing up here. Lee from Canada, hello. Yes, some Saturn bullshit happening. I'm gonna say this when it comes to Saturn. If you all ain't been towing the fine line, you better go back to the drawing board. All of us, myself included. If you ain't been acting right, you ain't been staying true to yourself, circle back around, right? That's the whole thing. Yes, Miss BB, absolutely. Vanda, please. Vanda, let me see, honey. in regards to your question, we did get it in, right? I thought we did. Or did we not? Adam, can you confirm one of that for me for Vanda, please? I didn't miss her, did I? Can't find her comments. Bear with me for a second, folks. Have y'all had a good week at least? I hope you did. Any amazing plans for the weekend? How about a good dose of spirituality, right? Alright, let me see. Vanda, I can't find your comments on here, honey. I don't know why. Adam, can you see if you can find Vanda's comments and cue me in on that one? I want to make sure I answered her. I think I did. It's hard for me to... Oh, you're doing... I'm over here just shouting orders at Adam. God bless him. Listen, there's a lot of shit. Mars is moving into Scorpio, right? And that's going to happen, I think, till November. If I remember, my eyes are burning. Till like November. And, but we got to be careful with that because Mars was our traditional ruler and we can get a little wound up, right? We got to make sure our stinger is maybe like, I don't think we should have it loaded. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to check out there for a second. This isn't the first, like, you're not the first, like, hit and run job. Okay? Like, you're not the first one that this has happened to in regards to her. You're probably going to be the last one, though, because I feel like you've spoken out about it. I don't know if you know this. Like, hold on. If you've had authorities tell you that they're looking into her, they're not doing their job. Okay? But I do think that they are looking at, and it's not those authorities, but there is another branch looking into the people in which she is in connection with. But Spirit is also telling me to remind you that every dog has its day. So it's dare I say, it's almost like O.J. Simpson. Like, we know damn well, the world knows, God knows what he did back in the early 90s. But it took how many years for him to get hung up on something else to finally do his time. Adam, how fitting. How fitting. But it will come around. Hello, Pearl. How are you? Like, I hate to tell everybody, like, I mean, I don't think it's for everybody, but for a lot of people, the way we think things will be or how they will be, like, they're going to happen, but not the same as our human mind creates it to be. Margit, hello, darling Pearl. I am great. I'm doing great, honey. How are you? I asked you and you said good. Duh, Nicole. Hello. Pay attention. So I'm not answering any more questions tonight, guys. I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. I am going to do a quick card pull, and then I'm going to call it a night. My back is aching from sitting in this chair today. I'm so glad, so thankful for all of you that have tuned in tonight. I appreciate you guys so much, right? Yeah, that is a fantastic way to put that. I love that. Sometimes divine timing feels like future faking. Like, it is. It's like, are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me right now? What is happening here? Lo and behold, they're not. They're just we're on their scale, not on our scale, right? Like we got to do their way. Haley. Oh, honey, you're so welcome. Thanks for being here. Absolutely. You're so Journey 17. Yeah, we'll do another Q&A, and quite frankly, it might be a mediumship one. The veil is thinning, right? It has been for some time. Um, so yeah, we'll have to do that. Oh, and so yeah, side note before I pull these final cards, um, the Raw and Real Real and Raw series, I wanted to do a video for that today. I didn't get a chance to. I'll probably do that at the beginning of the week, so you're likely to get 2 of those videos out next week. And let me ask you, I'm gonna throw you all a question here. If you watched that first video that went out last week, any insight? I had a lot of really positive feedback. One was not so great, and that's fine. We're always going to have it. But would you rather me keep it on the tarot channel, or would you rather me separate it into its own channel, or make it a subscription like the channel memberships where if you want to view it, you can pay and go view those? So let me know in the comments here what you see fit, right? What works for you. Michael, 1,000,000,000%. We absolutely are. All right, Spirit, leave us with a good note. Give us something good with this eclipse. And if you're a channel member, the second eclipse video went out today to you all. So if you've not been able to tune into that, or if you're not a channel member, you can go to any of the other videos. In the description box below of the video is the link to channel memberships, as well as the email to reach out for personal reads as well. Thank you all tonight for everything that you've done, shown up, taking your time out of your day to spend with me. I started my day this morning with a cup of tea and Scorpio's read, and I'm ending my day with all of you and a cup of tea. So since coffee can no longer be a thing. All right. Beyond the ordinary, seeing beyond. Guys, I got the chills. This world that is becoming the world that you're walking into, this shift, this timeline shift, this paradigm, what the hell is the matter with me? Paradigm shift that we're going through. You just can't fathom how extraordinary it is going to be. How much goes into this for us on a collective level? Like I've got the intense chills going down my back. Great big love and sacred reverence. Earth magic. I want you to think about this. When we talk about, and other channels as well, they talk about the astrology. And I told you all before, I will tell you what spirit gives me. I go back and I look at the astrology after the fact because I'm terrible with keeping up with it. And I see why I've said the things that I did. I'm like, it all makes sense. It's like the cards coming out after I went on one of my tangents. It just validates everything that I just said, right? Great big love, sacred reverence, earth magic. Guys, what a time. How blessed are we? How blessed are we to be alive in such a time of change? That we are a part of that history. We are a part of, awakening, if you will, soul expression, no longer being fearful to live, behind closed doors and go, like some people are like, oh, I'm a witch, and whatever title fits you. For me, I'm an intuitive guide, and I love what I do. I'm a medium. I love what I do. But we don't have to fear saying this is who I am. It's really a very beautiful place to be. And not only that, but when we're watching all these time change, like Pluto and Aquarius, it was 1776, right? Revolutionary was 1776, somewhere around there. But it's been hundreds of years. We, in human form, hadn't even been thought of. And yet here we are. Here we are. You didn't get put here in this time to sit down and do nothing. You've come here to heal. You've come here to be a beacon of light. You've come here to be a beacon of love. You've come here to give back even when you feel like it's not been given to you to begin with. You've came to create a ripple effect in that healing, to be a vibrational match to those things that surround your soul with love and light, and continuing to carry on. You are walking this earth now because there is a magical force within you that is set to make change in the frequency. If you follow the Schumann resonance, I'm just going to throw this out there. If you haven't looked at it, go take a look at what happened the day that Charlie Kirk passed away. When prayer started, that thing went off the charts. There is power in numbers, good or evil. There are power in numbers in people who choose to stick together. And I'm not going to say that was right or wrong, right? I'm not getting into that. But what I'm saying is when you have a collective around the world, you can't ignore the roar that comes from that. And you are here to be a part of it. Let that be known. Okay? You are here to be a part of that. Be grateful that you're here. It's beautiful. A grand symphony behind that. Take a deep breath, warriors, because I'm going to tell you, your work is just beginning. We thought we'd seen it before. We have not seen anything yet. Pause and breathe, because we're entering a new season where we are going to bear new fruit. This 6-month cycle that we are moving into, was it? Let's see. September, so October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months. You'll surprise yourself. You truly will. Absolutely, Jess. To remove, yeah, absolutely. there's no kitty purring around here. We're just roar. And just because that Katy Perry roar. I'm gonna start roaring like Katy Perry. Got the eye of the tiger. Fire. Right? I don't know. My daughter sings it. I can't remember what the hell the words are. Absolutely, Pedro. You named it. Guys, thank you so much once again. I am going to call it a night. Your gal is tired. I got a couple personals. And and I hope you all just have an amazing weekend. Stay safe. Take care of each other. Send prayers. Think of just, if nothing else, raising the vibration around the world this weekend and whatnot. To all of you who paid for questions, I hope that I answered you to the best of my ability with spirit this evening. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. I'm sending you all love. We will get another Q&A out eventually here before long. I'll work with Adam and Marilyn on that. They are my go-tos. I appreciate them. I love you all. I love you. 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 And I mean it. 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 All right. See you all soon. Take care. Good night.